Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome to my tips and tricks guide for 7 Days to Die Alpha 20. Tip number 1, get to know your server settings. You have a lot you can change to customize your 7 Days to Die experience. You can make it really hard, or you can make it really easy. If you hover your mouse over a setting, it'll give you a brief description on what that setting is. If you change anything off of default, it'll also change the color, so it's easier to see later on. Tip number 2, complete your tutorial quests. There are a bunch of easy quests that you only really need to gather a few resources and finish. But they award you 4 free skill points, as well as another quest to show you where the closest trader is. Tip number 3, getting to know your UI. So if you look at the top of the screen, we have our compass, as well as it'll tell you the date, well, the day of the game and the time. If you look at the top right, we will find Alpha 20, build 238. That just tells you what alpha and build you're in. Underneath that, we've got our current quest, which is Journey to the Settlement. That'll just tell us where the trader is. If you look at the bottom left, it has my stamina bar and my health bar, as well as a buff, I guess you would call it. We're going to go into that actually. It'll be under your character menu. So it's a death XP penalty protection. So until I hit level 6, I have this protection. It doesn't tell you, for some reason it used to. You also have a heat and cold protection until you're level 6. I don't know why it doesn't tell you that, but all I have is my plant shirt and pants. If I was to do this normally and go into the winter biome, I would start getting cold very quickly. I can spend as long as I want here for the first 6 levels. It'll take a lot more. Like, I'd have to be soaking wet, I think, before I'd start noticing any effects. Okay, let's talk about our action bar. So our action bar is where you have all your, I guess, tools you can use, or whatever you want to put there. I have my food and my water and my first aid. If you look at the top of the action bar, there's a little bar of purple. That's my XP bar. So I'm level 1, and to get to level 2, I have to fill my XP bar. The green bar is my food, and the blue bar is my water. You can also go into your character menu to get a better set of your numbers under your core stats. So I'm right now at 86 food and 83 water. It also tells you what the temperature feels like, a few more other things that are of little use, I guess, knowing how much XP and longest life and stuff, but they're cool little stats. There's also an extended stats. That's it for this tip. Tip number 4, getting used to your quick keys. So there's a few quick keys I want you to take note of. Quick key number 1, I guess, would be crafting. So if I want to craft something very quickly, I just go click on it, and my quick key here is W. If I want to scrap something, my quick key is S. And if I want to loot something really quickly, my quick key is R, and I take everything from that loot box. Tip number 5, use these drinks and med if you want to make a huge difference in the early game. Steroids give you a huge carrying capacity. It'll unlock all your spaces. Mega Crush will let you run really fast. Beer will help your stamina regen. And the Yucca Juice Smoothie will give you an extra 30 cold resistance. So if you need to do something in the winter biome, you could just use one Yucca Juice Smoothie. You could probably finish it up in one drink. Tip number 6 is these are the accessories to be on the lookout for. So my top priority at the beginning is to find nerdy glasses. They give you a 10% XP boost. They also give you crafting time 10% less, which is okay, and +1 intellect. So I use both the +1 intellect and XP gain major. Another really good one is the cigar. It gives you 10% more bartering, as well as +1 to strength. I don't really care that much about the +1 to strength for my character builds. A few honorable mentions to look out for. You've got your lucky goggles. Their loot bonus, I know it goes up to 5. And it lowers your dig radius for supply quests as well as your treasure digging. Then you've got Tough Guy Sunglasses. Which gives Fortitude. Shades gives you Perception, and Ski Goggles gives you Agility. Tip number 7 is pocket mods. You can wear 3 clothing pocket mods and 5 armor pocket mods. And if you have the max quality of both, you only need 3 clothing pocket mods and 4 armor pocket mods. That'll up your carrying capacity to the point where you won't need to use steroids anymore. Tip number 8, the recipe symbol. So for the longest time, I was just memorizing which books I've memorized and which I have not, and giving the ones I have already to my friends. I didn't know if you read a book and you have it done, there's an open book symbol denoting that I've already read it, or I can craft it. If you also have the skill from cooking, for instance, this would already be read as well, meaning I don't need the recipe, but I actually haven't read it. But either way, that should help you out. Number 9, use these buffs to save a lot of time. Every Horde night, I make a bunch of learning elixirs. I like to play with a few friends, so I like to have at least 2 for every person. This will give us an extra 20% XP per kill. You can buy these Shiz drops at any vendor. Mostly every trader has a vendor. The little vending machines. You can also buy these jailbreakers. So if you're on top of a big building and you just want to leave, pop this. You can jump and you will take 0 fall damage. Jailbreakers will just guarantee the success of your lockpick and save you a lot of time. Tip number 10. Salvage these items around houses when you loot. It's free resources. Some of them are really helpful, like the extra leather and iron. The wood's kind of helpful, but whatever. Tip number 11. Do the quests from the trader.
I have it no matter what.
The trader offers you quests for dukes as well as bonus XP for completing the quests. You have to do 7 quests for each tier to go up in tier. There's a tier bonus every time you go up in a tier. So at the end of finishing my first 7 quests, there's a bonus item, a bicycle, that you can pick out. It's super helpful early game, and you never have to make a bicycle. Tip number 12 is learning the zombie AI. So I'm wearing just my nerdy glasses and my cigar. We're just going to have a punch fight with this zombie. So as soon as I get into her range, she's going to swing, like her max range, and she'll swing at me. So I got her to swing, you can just punch her in the face. That's pretty much as soon as she's ready to attack, she will, but I can stay in her range until she's ready, and then back off. It's really easy to just kite the crap out of them. I'm not even using power attacks. That's a power attack. That is my tips and tricks guide for beginners. Thanks for watching.